Welcome to the F Plus Podcast, a terrible place with terrible things that are on Tumblr and yet are still read with enthusiasm. In the room tonight we have Boots Rain Gear.
By all means, poop stuff is absolutely welcome.
Bunny Bread.
White people. It's like Icy Hot, but it tastes shitty.
John Toast.
Imagine your fave taking part in a medical experiment and ending up pregnant with a litter of puppies.
Nutshell Gulag.
Imagine your fave will only date you on the condition you abstain from sex, porn, and other sexual things until marriage.
And Lemon. Imagine your fave sucking happily on a soother while you rub and stimulate them through their diaper. Or don't.
I know which one I'm going to choose.
Disgust. Hey.
Hi, Lemon.
Hello.
Are you all feeling creative today?
Shit, no.
So creative.
Yes.
Okay, well, a little bit, mixed. So I thought that to help us with our creative endeavors, we would go to a place that is filled with artists and creative types, people who create beauty every day.
That sounds lovely.
I like beauty.
So to that end, we're going to be going to Tumblr. And
Wait.
It's already falling apart.
I never expected a bait and switch there.
No. Never done that before. So we're going to be going to Tumblr, and we are going to be exploring a blog called imaginensfwoah. I didn't name it. Anyway, so...
So it's not safe for whoa.
Is that a wrestling organization?
No. So,
Okay.
So we've done, some fan fiction in the past, and this is a little bit of a fan fiction-driven episode, but with a twist. So, what we have instead of fan fiction is situations where they're prompts for you as a human being to imagine the fan fiction existing, and then you'll get a boner.
Oh, I like boners.
So-
Works out for me.
I will?
You will get a boner.
You're going to get your boner, woman. Now just hush up.
Get
Wait.
a boner.
I guess there's a first time for everything.
You'll get yours in the mail.
Oh.
So this is Imagine NSFW Whoa, and these are things that you should imagine. I think, Boots, if you'll start us off here, none of these prompts are going to be named. That's just sort of the Tumblr format. But on the top of the page, there's a little header, and it says, Imagine an Imagine blog that's gender neutral, not heterocentric, screens for quality, and posts kinks more than joke posts. NSFW, 18 plus. 6 lewd dudes are online right now.
What quality are they screening for exactly?
Well, we make up 5 of those lewd dudes.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've got us, and then a fifth,
Remaining
a sixth
lewd dude, come join us.
Yeah. Call us
Calling
up.
all lewd
In
dudes.
a time machine.
It's my favorite arcade game.
All right, so Boots, help us imagine something.
Yeah. Imagine your fave in a very public setting. They're
Done. Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm sorry.
Boner.
Getting ahead of
hold
myself.
on.
And favorite
We're about to
reblog.
it's about to get real hot. They're hunched over with their stomach gurgling ominously through their splayed hands.
That's
I read
hot.
ahead
Yeah.
and I'm so sorry.
Don't do
No,
that.
never
Don't
do
ever do
that.
that.
Yeah. Preempted your
People
boner.
jump and turn to watch as a sharp fart slips past their clenched, sweaty cheeks. Your fave's face is contorted. They pant and whimper, shaking with the effort to avoid the inevitable. In a few seconds, it's all over. Your fave can practically feel the burning stares as a hot mess of shit crackles through their twitching hole.
Oh, God.
It's twitching.
Oh, boy.
You can't see the face I'm making, but I'm
No, I
making
can see
a
it.
face.
I can see it now.
Yeah, we can see it through the internet. Don't worry.
It shows up in the waveform. Tears stream down their cheeks as the seat of their pants protrudes obscenely. The shit only slightly muffling the bubbles of gas. People gasp as your fave finishes with a groan. They shuffle from the crowd and towards the wall you're leaning on. You end the recording on your phone and lead your fave home, praising them and giving them a well-deserved orgasm when they're cleaned up.
Oh,
How are you?
happy
How do
ending.
you do that?
You shit your pants. Here's a hand job.
Do you get like orgasm
I
coupons?
thought I'd get a merit badge, but okay.
I punched
Fifth one's free.
I punched the 9th hole on the card.
So I've actually recently gone back to watching old episodes of The Young Ones, and so right now I was imagining Vivian doing that, and it's in character. It totally makes sense.
Well, my fave is Donald Pleasant, so I totally...
I think there needs to be a little bit more humiliation involved if it's Donald Pleasance.
Well, he's already Donald Pleasant. He was in Puma Man. That's
You'll have to deal with the
already.
humiliation of being Donald Pleasance.
I mean,
got
the
a
whole time
boner.
just imagining rubbing his head the whole time is perfect.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So, you know what I'm always turned on by? Tacos. John,
Yeah.
will you tell me
Oh.
a story about tacos?
I do have the story for you then.
Great.
Imagine taking your fave to a cheap taco stand and having them stuff themselves to capacity. My fave is Seth Rogen, so done. That evening, you both sleep in the same bed while messing around a bit before you go to sleep. You can feel their hot, bloated belly pressing against you as you cuddle and kiss.
This is a
Eventually,
weird departure for the Man vs. Food franchise.
I
Not that
see it
weird.
more as a logical extension of it.
Yeah. This is like,
eventually, your fave decides they aren't feeling too well, and you both go to sleep.
yeah. Okay, that's what you do.
Later that night, you wake up to a peculiar smell. All right.
Okay.
The roller coaster is on the down. We're going down the hill.
We started with tacos. I can't imagine where this is going.
I feel ready to
You can't-
scream.
You can't see anything in the dark, but you realize what it is when you hear a booming fart.
No.
Doesn't weigh ya. As your eyes get used to the darkness, you can see your fave lying on their side, whimpering and holding their gurgling stomach, but still asleep. Amused, you decide to put your face next to their butt.
Yeah, as one would do.
Why?
Yep.
Why? Not imagine not you decide that? Just the natural
We're past
progression of
imagining.
things?
Yeah.
We're
this
past
is real.
imagining now. We're inside the video.
Oh
now.
shit,
There's
it's like
no going
Nightmare on
back.
Elm Street.
As they fart again, you could feel the hot, rancid air blast into your face, your fave moaning in relief. After a few more bouts of gas, you suddenly notice a small bulge appearing against the backside of their underwear. I don't know why I read that wrong. It's like something was distracting me. Bile in my throat, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, realizing what is happening, you briefly panic. But before you wake them up, you decide not to and watch what happens. Just turn off the panic button, I guess.
Okay.
You keep your eyes on the slowly moving bulge, while they moan and whimper, seemingly in more discomfort than before. Suddenly, with a crackle, a massive log slides out of their ass and into their underwear,
Gross.
Boy.
Oh.
God.
followed by a loud, wet fart. And then a massive load of muddy diarrhea.
Wait a minute.
Have
I
that
feel
out
like
there.
you don't know if this is a poop fetish fiction or a fart fetish fiction.
Well, it's like how pornos have all these different positions. Like, if you're going to go for it here, you might as well just do everything that
Sure.
they might want,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. As long as the imaginary creature agrees.
Listen, you gotta appeal to all crowds. Some people, they're gonna like big loggy shits. Some people are gonna like diarrhea. Why not give them both?
No judgments.
Come on, let's put on a show. A shit show. Startled, well, that's the first thing that makes sense here. You sit back as you watch the thick mudslide fill up their underwear and overflowing onto the bed sheets. Gas bubbles escaping now and then. What, are they actually shitting actual lava?
Like it, the consistency of the shit changes so much. It's really breaking the reality of the piece for me.
As the flow comes to a stop, your fave wakes up. At first they are confused as to why you're awake, but then they realize what's happened and start crying. Sobbing and powerless, they're hit by the next wave of diarrhea.
Fiend.
You know,
Ends on a cliffhanger.
I thought this was gonna end on like a sad note, like, oh, they feel bad about it, and then the second diarrhea flow happened, and I'm like, nope, this is a punchline.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Oh, it's a romantic comedy. Okay.
What tags was this filed under?
This was Imagine SF Kink.
Right.
Oh, Imagine NSF Kink.
Right. Yeah, that would be weird if this was safe for work.
Imagine NSF submission. Submission, rather. Submission. Scat and submission.
Okay. I mean, submission is a little bit... I mean, okay, whatever.
submitted,
Nutshell, do you have
wasn't
a terrific story you want to share?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I think you probably do.
Oh, okay.
Why do you sound trepidatious and afraid? It's fine.
No reason.
Imagine your fave is unable to get out of bed or move in general.
Oh, yeah!
Sexy_sedentary.com.
So you decide to take care of them yourself, especially their personal hygiene. Every day you brush your fave's teeth, lathering the inside of their mouth with toothpaste that it drips out to their chin, pushing down on their tongue to go in deep enough to trigger their gag reflex, as one does. Their short breaths become soft moans, their tongue moving against the rhythm of your brush strokes, sucking it too. By now your fave's face is flushed, and their voice indicates that they really want to touch you, to taste you, yet still unable to move. You push them back down and position yourself on top of their face and let them eat you out, tasting you mixed with the flavor of mint paste still dripping down their mouth.
Oh!
That is going to burn.
Oh!
That is an in-depth
so
dentist
bad.
appointment.
Hey,
Menthol! No.
You know when they say 4 out of 5 dentists recommend? This is what the 5th dentist recommends.
Well, fuck that guy.
That's why they never include him in the commercials.
Right. I got the two most confusing words in this to me are "let them."
Let them.
I don't know that personal determination has anything to do with that. Also, that was my favorite right now is Mr. Creosote from the Monty Python. So that was very erotic to me. Bunny Bread, what do you have?
Fear.
Okay, that makes sense. Justified.
Okay. Imagine your male fave alone in a public restroom. After doing his business, he shakes too many times, which soon leads to masturbation.
Of course.
All right, so a little bit of pee left on there. Let me just take
Man,
care
we
of
jerking
that.
off.
Hey, this is pretty nice.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I'm just gonna keep doing this. Hello, other person who came into the restroom. Check it out.
I've discovered masturbation. This is awesome.
Man, this is amazing.
Deciding not to leave until he finishes, but also before anyone comes in, he becomes increasingly nervous the more time passes.
I like that a lot, Buddy Bread. Can I get some bonus material?
Yes, you may.
Oh,
Bonus!
nice.
You were on a date with your fave at a restaurant. By now, his dinner is cold, and it's near closing time. Concerned, you check the restroom, then see him standing there, head against the wall, hips bucking, one hand tightly gripping the urinal, and another still desperately trying to jerk off.
And failing?
The moans
Desperately.
of pleasure have turned into groans of impatience. God damn it, why don't I just come? It seems you weren't the only one frustrated that he was taking so long. Now, Boots, will you help or watch him struggle? Come on, time's wasted.
Let's see. There's pros and cons.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Come on.
Are you going to
Help
be
or watch him struggle. Come on,
humanitarian
people.
about it?
Come on.
I
Come
gotta
on.
watch him. I'm a conscientious objector.
Fucking
to page
goddamn
43.
it! You know, the only thing that evil needs to win is for good men to not give handjobs.
When I saw the man in the urinal, struggling desperately to ejaculate, I did nothing.
All right. So I think this one. I think probably at this point we should all get Lumpy Space Princess in our heads. Okay, here we go. So imagine your fave gaining weight during their pregnancy. They were once pounds lighter and more slimmer, but over time they started to get bigger and bigger, but in the best type of way. Their thighs became so soft and fluffy. Their tummies get round and full, and their skin becomes baby smooth and so irresistible. Do you like how all of my pronouns are non-gender specific?
That
Bruce-
seems
Bruce
to be the
Mc-
case on everything we've read.
I know, that's why we come to this blog, because
Imagine your male fave gaining weight
Because-
during his
well,
pregnancy.
Look, we're some lewd dudes. But we're not cis dudes.
We're lewd dudes, but we're genderless.
Right.
We're lewd dudes and dudettes. We're ludette-dudettes.
That's probably the first time I've heard the word
Dude is a
dudette
gender
in like
neutral
20 years.
Yep,
Pronoun.
you're welcome. Wasn't that rad?
It was tubular. So
Totally.
you've become so accustomed to your fave this way that their weight gain started to arouse you, because that's how arousal works, becoming
Yep.
accustomed to it.
Yep.
And all you want is them to get bigger and super squishy. So you start feeding them their favorite meals. Anything they want, you get to put a smile on their face because they're super cute and adorable. Just imagine your fave being pampered by you and wanting to be cuddled by you with their pregnancy weight gain. Isn't that great? Are you imagining it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. You guys seem super despondent. Should we take a minute?
Nah.
I'm just browsing the tags.
Tags like what?
Water sports,
Sure.
temperature
Okay.
play,
Okay.
Temperature play.
Temperature play.
lingerie.
Is that the Korean knockoff version of Coldplay?
Girl. Cannibalism.
Shitty joke.
Yeah, me too.
That's the way I live my life. I'm shitty joking. I really like it.
Horrible things.
Cannibalism,
I
and one tag is sex toys (parentheses all).
Every last
Everyone
damn
get it in
one of them.
there.
I think that's
Jam it in there.
That's exactly what it means.
Beep, beep.
By God, your ass better be a bag of holding. So help me God.
All right, fine. I know that
You know.
that we've read some of this document, and this document, by the way, provided to us from Positronic, a first-time submission for Positronic. So thank you very much, and blame him/her for this. But I know that this document Positronic provided, a little bit gross. And
Not so far.
and I'm sure
A touch
that
gross.
That's fine.
that Positronic's sad about this and regrets it, and so do I. And so because of that, we're gonna do a nice story about a candlelit dinner.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Will you give us a romantic story about a candlelit
this
dinner?
would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing for no reason.
This would be comforting me. I just spent anniversary dinner last night, so
Oh, that's nice. What did you do?
we ordered in Indian
Yeah.
food. It was really good. It was nice.
Okay. Well, what you should have done. I mean, the real shame of this is that your anniversary came before this
Yeah.
episode. Because,
Yeah, I
like this could have
'Cause
probably
now
given
you
you
got
some
some
ideas.
ideas.
there's only 364 days to go, so
Well, romance is what you make it. You can have a
I think
special
it's
day.
true. I'll have to put up with her at some point. Okay.
Right.
Imagine your fave sitting with you for a candlelit dinner. Instead of bringing out the main course, however, your fave unbuttons their shirt with trembling hands to reveal a gory hole in the middle of their chest.
Oh, okay. Sure,
All right.
I'm still on board. This
Their
sounds
beating
great.
heart is exposed to the cool air. The skin around the
Now it's a
wound,
Poppy Z. Bright story.
the skin around the wound, oddly clean.
Your chef for the evening will be Eli Roth.
As best they can, they touch their heart before grabbing it and pull it slowly from their chest.
They can.
Kali
The candles reflect off the wet surface, and you can see their heart pumping faster, in tune with your own.
Oh,
Your fave picks up a knife with one hand and begins to sever the blood vessels connecting their heart to their body. I've got a Surgeon Simulator 2014 fetish.
You're not the only one.
Then
Yeah.
the physics bug out and the heart flies across the room.
You can practically taste the sweet tang of salt and iron in the air as they tell you just how much they want to be a part of you. Laying their blood-soaked heart on the white plate in front of them, they take the knife and carve off a piece of their flesh. Their blood drips from the knife as they spear the chunk of their heart and bring it to your lips. It takes less than a second before the dizzying smell of your fave's meat overcomes you.
So I've been imagining my fave this whole time, and this kind of seems a little out of character for Susie Orman. I just wanted financial advice.
It doesn't seem out of a character for my favorite Paula Deen.
Get in my body, calories.
Hey, who wants to have some deep fried heart? Mine's already dead.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to make love to my fried heart.
Yeah, this is totally on par for Klaus Nomi. So, the flavor is amazing, and you chew the meat to a pulp quickly and lick the blood from the knife after you swallow.
Okay.
Seeing your hunger, the fave smiles and promises that they can feed you as much of their flesh as you want.
Now, wouldn't the waiter at some point come by and have an issue with this? Because at this point, I mean, you're bringing in outside food. And that's damaging to the restaurant. Sometimes, you can bring in your own bottle, and then there's, a corking fee.
Yeah.
But
They would just charge you the corking fee in this case.
Oh, okay, so that's fine. So, they're just charging you for the
You borrowed the
silverware
knife, ma'am. Come on, give it back.
Right. Okay,
This has been readings of crumpled pieces of paper from David Cronenberg's waistband.
So
No, it's too obvious. I like the gore, but it's too much.
Toast, what do you have?
I don't know. I'm sure I got something.
Well, let's find out together.
Eating a heart right out of someone's chest, I bet. Good eating. I'm vamping. All right, I remember now.
What's that?
Imagine your fave once waking up with their nipples erect for no reason and quite sensitive, so even slightest pressure or rubbing burns.
Okay.
So do loose clothes.
Sure.
Is the pregnancy thing again? Whatever. And your fave has to stay at home, very uneasy about their problem.
Yeah, the nipples are pregnant.
Yeah, boss. I'm sorry. I got touchy nipples. Can't come in.
What am I gonna do, man?
It turns for the worst, as in the course of day, not only the nipples turn puffy and bright pink, but their breasts, too, swell and protrude, demanding touching.
Yep.
Klaus Kinski, no. Your fave can't do anything but grab them, squeeze, and pull them. Carefully examining their chest, you come across nipples that are so hard and strikingly resemble your miniature dicks that even the openings on top of them ooze some liquid. I'm surprised it's been so long in so many episodes that we've had to take to get to dick nipples.
Wait a minute.
All right.
No, take a break. Have we done this? Is this our first nipple dicks?
This might actually be, now that I think
Were
about it.
there any in that
It's
Monster
just something...
Girls episode?
No.
There must have been
No,
dick
there were...
nipples
No.
There were dicks and there were nipples, but I don't think they ever became the same
Whoa.
thing.
Congratulations, F+. We finally got to dick nipples!
A banner just dropped behind us.
Although these ones don't shit.
God.
So we still need to find shitting dick nipples.
He's a jolly good dick nipple.
Joe Biden, go to bed.
Everybody take a break and listen to
right.
the entirety of Mbop by Hanson.
All right, here we go.
Exactly. Where was I?
I have no
Part with the
idea.
dick
There was
nipples.
dick nipples.
As a reaction to your touches, your fave is driven completely crazy and starts rubbing their hot breasts against your palms uncontrollably until they come in an unusual way, spurting loads of milk and crying from relief.
How's that unusual?
Yeah.
I feel like this is probably a dream Woody Allen had.
That he made into a reality someday.
Like an unusual way would be like gummy worms at the ears.
Wait, that's unusual? Oh, shit.
So the way that Positronic put this document together. By the way, when this episode goes online, you should look at this document, if you're intending on submitting one, because this is a very well put together document. There's anchor links and everything. But what I would say is that there's no titles to any of these pieces, and so the titles were provided by Positronic, and I didn't pre-read that one. But I knew that it was titled Nipples, and I was like, well, that's going to be fucked up. Devoid of context, the word nipples isn't exciting, but knowing where this story's go.
But this is the fucking internet, people. Come on.
Bunnybird, what do you have?
Nothing compared to shitting dick nipples, probably.
Oh,
There you
come
go.
on. I bet it's special. Don't be hard on yourself.
It sucks. This ashtray that I made, it sucks. I'm throwing it in the trash. Imagine running into your fave in a dark
Your ashtray
alley
does
late
suck.
at night. What? Why the fuck? What? What'd you say about my goddamn ashtray? Okay, imagine running into your fave in a dark alley late at night with no one there but you two. They threaten you with an ashtray, and then they push you against the wall and slice your throat. That happens.
Yep.
You drop to your knees.
Sharp ashtray.
Pretty fucking sharp. You drop to your knees, choking on your blood, while your fave continues to stab you everywhere they can until you finally die. They later feed on your body. Took you fucking long enough, lazy. Die already. They later feed on your body, greedily biting off chunks of meat from you, making a mess of your blood and guts right there in the alley, not caring if someone catches them. A new comedy starring the shit.
Wayans.
Something
So
Pixar
probably
film.
Wayans.
I don't know.
Imagine you're the soldier in a zombie movie who's like, I can take him on. Like, that's what we're imagining here, I guess?
What's Guro? G-R.
It's
Cannibalism.
Oh,
It's a
why'd they
Japanese
also
word
say
for jacking off
cannibalism?
It's a Japanese word for jacking off to blood, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks,
There you go.
Portax.
Now that's in your head.
Yeah.
Hey.
Imagine that you wake up one morning and your fave is possessed by an alien spirit who wants to sample this dimension's plural cuisine. Alien is confusing, but whatever, that's fine. They stumble around, mumbling nonsense and licking random things.
That happens.
These are stupid aliens.
Yeah, it's me on a Saturday night.
Oh, so my fave is Katy Perry, I guess?
Not a morning person.
You carefully follow them and try to make sure they don't hurt your fave's body. You helpfully show them the kitchen, hoping to distract them while you call a doctor or an exorcist. Ellipsis.
Excursus.
Excursus. Excursionist.
Exporkist.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your fave starts shoving things in their mouth. Whole eggs, unpeeled bananas, paper towels.
Was your fave possessed by a cone head? A specter from Dan Aykroyd's career has possessed my boyfriend.
Once they figure out how to open packaging, they start getting creative. Uncooked pasta with peanut butter and whole garlic bulbs, raw chicken, and soap. Also, a large bowl filled with a mix of mayonnaise, soda, and cat food.
we call that anime salsa.
All the teaspoons and one fork, erasers, a bottle of olive oil, and the juicer contents of the garbage can all go in their stomach. Also, I know what this author's kitchen looks like now. When you come back, you find them among the mess. The spirit has already left their body, and they are writhing in pain, their stomach dangerously swollen, and their mouth bleeding as you rush over them and tell them it'll be okay. They vomit all over you.
Yay!
Yay! This was tagged with emetophilia.
Yeah.
Also stuffing.
I clicked on that tag. There are a lot of things for that.
Sure, yeah, I would imagine puke fetish upset a lot.
A lot of puke fucking. A lot of puke fucking
never-
in this site.
I never met Ophelia. I did like.
Nutshell, can you tell us like a nice, like straightforward, just sort of like sexy office romance story?
Sure.
Cool, thanks.
Imagine your fave character reacting as you, their boss, show them their new workspace.
Yeah.
It's a regular desk, much like any other, except
Okay.
for the long hole cut in the bottom of their chair, feeding into
sure.
an empty, boxy container underneath.
That's weird, but
This
cool.
way, you don't need to breaks for the bathroom, you explain.
Oh, it makes sense now. Okay.
And-
Cool.
But except for you have to
No,
clean the
no.
box, and that would actually be less efficient, but that's
Nope.
fine.
Nope. Somebody's going to eat what's in the box, I bet.
Oh, you might be right.
I might.
Mmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a hold of myself.
Sexy. It's sexy. It's sexy.
It is. She's
Imagine
overwhelmed with
watching them
sexiness.
working hour after hour, screaming
yeah.
more and more urgently until they have no choice but to unzip and shift their underwear, aiming for the hole. Courtesy P. Courtesy P. The sound of their splattering piss echoes through the office, making their shoulders sink in embarrassment as everyone there knows exactly what they're doing, and wow, did they ever have to go. Their piss trail drops on and on against the bottom of the waste receptacle until their stream falls into a trickle, then a last spurting sprinkle. Imagine them looking right at you as they take a giant swig from the water bottle at their desk the next time. I regret telling my family that I did this podcast. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Darling, who's Lemon and why does he hate you?
Imagine your fave finding out that they read for a podcast that their family now knows about. Imagine them having to read something really gross.
So, like, again, because I'm trying to follow the spirit of this thing. So you started out and you were like, oh, Office, and she's my employee. I was like, all right, Elizabeth Moss from Mad Men, and then it got gross. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just did that to you in my mind, Elizabeth Moss. That was unkind of me.
Well, wait. If the boss is Pete Campbell in this scenario, then that makes
Oh,
total
actually,
sense.
yeah, that would balance out. You're a pretty girl. How about you shit in this box?
I think that was in season 7. Wasn't it?
Boots, what did you just find?
Oh, I found it's kind of a complicated one.
Okay.
Yeah. Try it.
I gotta find the right sophisticated. Imagine possessing your favorite character's body and then masturbating.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Done. You imagine that the person that wrote that is very proud of themselves. Like, yeah, I wrote 12 different pieces of fan fiction today. This is the Soulja Boy of the fanfic community. It's just hit after hit after hit, motherfucker.
Yep.
Bunny Bird, what do you have?
Imagine your face getting you drunk off your ass.
Cool. All right. I mean,
Just
you're my
imagine.
fave, Bunny Bread.
Yep.
And this has happened. So
Try,
yeah, cool.
try to
Yeah.
imagine this just for a
I
second.
mean, not with you in this fucked up voice, but yeah.
Imagine
You ain't got me drunk enough.
All right, so imagine Stog.
No.
Drunk off his... Okay, I got it.
No.
He's not wearing a shirt for some reason.
He's allergic to shirts.
Hi there, Boots. You can say my number. Hi.
There was actually, I
I
gotta say,
can't gouge out my mind's eye.
so there was a point where, because we were doing F Plus Live, and then there was a point where Stock had his shirt off singing karaoke, and so I tweeted that picture, and then a little bit later I was like, I should just check and see. Oh yeah, no, we lost about 20 followers after that tweet.
So much more.
Sorry guys, I don't blame you, I guess.
Look, we're in for the worst of the internet, but wow.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Imagine your fave getting you drunk off your ass. They call you a pup and say that they're going to train you, then guide you into going down on them. Well, that's what happens when people get drunk. This is the wrong frat to join, I think. It's all right until you accidentally puke all over their lap. They swear and jump up and yell at you.
Thank you for cutting out the swearing. That would have offended my sensibilities.
You're welcome. You think that's it. They're going to leave. But then they roughly scruff the back of your neck. They force your face into the mess on the surface where they'd been sitting. They call you a bad pup and take you from behind with fingers or cock, keeping your face pressed into your own sick. But they fuck you, they F *** you so expertly.
What the fuck, Tumblr? Jesus Christ!
That they C **M despite the vile smell and your shame.
What? What?
Fabu.
Dubcon, emetophilia, pet play, submission.
All right.
Don't go to DubCon, whatever you do.
Oh.
Never go to DubCon.
Oh my
It
god!
has nothing to do with EDM.
I went 1 year. The headache never went away.
Yep.
All right. So, John Toast, I want to give you a choice, and you can choose whichever one of these you like. All right.
All right.
All right. Option number 1, Collage 1. Option number 2, Collage 2.
Wait. I was going to ask you to wait because I was digesting the first
Right,
choice,
yeah.
but Now you've got the second one.
No, you got to choose
Pros
Collage
and
1
cons
or
here. Come on,
Collage
Toast.
2.
I'm going to go with Collage 2.
Collage 2. All right, cool.
Oh god, Collage 1 was so much better.
I've heard in the sequel they go to Collage.
Well, you know, they had the budget by the sequel, so they were able to kind of carry the vision a little bit stronger.
I'm
It's
really
like Babe
excited
Pig in the
by
City,
this,
really.
by this. I'm a really big fan of scrapbooking.
Yeah, is it wet mount collage or dry mount collage?
I think it's going to be wet mount, judging by what we've read so far.
I think you're right.
Anyways, Imagine you go to Collage, and your fave and you have a bet that you can't last one day with a vibrator inside you.
And we don't make the bet because you're right?
Now, the rules are simple.
Put a fucking vibrator in you all day.
Come on, stupid. The fuck? You never been to Collage before?
The rules are simple. Go about your day without taking it out of you.
Oh.
During random points of the day, your fave will turn on the vibrator through a remote control, leaving you to squirm and try to stay silent.
Okay.
So, the first few hours you do pretty good. You usually sit at the back of the class anyways, and your college, totally different from the Collage we were visiting earlier, was pretty big. So besides a few students getting annoyed at some whirring sound, it was okay for you.
Can you imagine being in this class with this person? Oh, fuck, Betsy and her boyfriend are doing that goddamn vibrator thing again. Why does she always have to sit next to me?
That is, until you have to give a report in front of the class. Now, personally, you had forgotten all about this. So if that wasn't bad enough, your fave sure as hell didn't forget about it.
Why did you forget about it?
Did you forget about the report, or did you forget about the vibrator?
I think it says a lot about the character we're playing that they didn't remember a presentation they were supposed to give, but they circled the date named Ass Vibrator Day. And they're like, oh, I'm not gonna forget this.
Well, you've got to have priorities.
Random vibrations. Exactly.
It puts it on Wunderlist so that you get a reminder in the morning.
Any.do. It's like, oh, gotta make sure. Now, about 3 minutes into this train wreck of a report, it starts.
So the report sucked before this? Wow. Okay.
A loud whirring sound fills the classroom as you're suddenly left to feel the max setting of the vibrator hit all your sweet spots inside you.
All your sweet spots.
It's like a pinball game in there. Within seconds, you're gripping on the wall and covering your mouth to hide the whimpers. Tears of shame welling up in your eyes.
Okay, yeah.
You stagger out of the room awkwardly. Everyone's staring at you in confusion and perhaps turned on a bit. Everybody else is in on it?
No.
Sure, whatever. Moving on. Somehow, you manage to make your way to the bathroom and let it finish you off in there instead of where everyone can see.
Come on.
You hide out there until class is over and make it through the rest of the day fine. But oh boy, were you not going to let your fave get away with that?
Okay, how am I
So
going to...
you killed him with a vibrator?
Find out in Collage 3, coming this summer.
Okay.
The collage.
This time, it's collagening.
Hey, F+. How come the internet thinks that every vibrator that exists is remote controlled?
Because it is?
We've never come in a situation where, there's not a vibrator that is, controlled by some sort of Bluetooth device somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Nasha, what do you have?
Let's see. I have a classic Dark and Stormy Night.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be like those Snoopy cartoons, right? Okay, cool.
Let's see if I can do a creepy old sailor voice. I don't know if I can or not, but
Well, that's probably a great idea to do it then.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the only criteria.
Well, to be fair, Nutshell, if an old sailor had your voice right now, it'd be pretty creepy.
Imagine being inside during a stormy night, comfortably reading a book in your favorite chair, when something
McGruff, no.
bang, bang, bangs on your door.
Okay.
Muttering to yourself about how late it is, you get up and peer through the peephole. You find your favorite character shivering and sopping wet, barely able to stand. You invite them in, and they nearly collapse on you, murmuring deliriously.
Ooh, that's nice.
You half drag them to the couch, letting them rest as you try to peel off their soaked clothes.
I'm imagining Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants.
I'm imagining
notice.
myself.
Upon removing their jacket, that their shirt is clinging to their stomach, and that
Yeah.
the buttons are about to pop off.
Yeah.
What?
Your
Why?
favorite character's abdomen is horribly bloated, hard to the touch, and occasionally rumbling with movement, prompting an exhausted, pained whine from the weary traveler. You don't know exactly what's wrong with them, but as you wrap them in a blanket and get them some food, you assure them that they'll be safe with you.
I don't think you can make that assurance.
No, it's fine. I'm a pirate. It's okay.
It's It seems like you look away for 2 seconds and the food is gone. Your favorite character offers you a wan smile of gratitude, one that immediately twists into a grimace as they slump onto their side, curling up into a tight ball under the blanket. You hesitantly rest your hand upon their shoulder, asking if there's anything you can do. They're about to respond when a loud, wet rumble cuts them off. Their entire body jerks and they cough violently, trying desperately to get rid of the purple, gooey substance filling their mouth. All you can do is rub their hair and try to comfort them, but you know that you have absolutely no idea what's happening or what's going to happen to them.
What?
But Violet was turning violet.
Why did I imagine those things?
The end.
Why? What? So it's like this weird, like this hurt comfort. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna. All right, I'm just gonna move on. Here we go.
Imagine your favorite ate and barfed up grimace.
Rubble. All right. So I want you all to imagine the Cure song, "The Forest." Right?
Mike Jones.
Right. Okay. Right. Exactly.
It's Friday. I'm a forest.
My throat hurts now.
Maybe I'm thinking the wrong one.
So, imagine your favorite character. In this case, we're going to go with Robert Smith. Imagine your favorite character staggering through a forest, holding their stomach tightly in a vain attempt to keep their guts from spilling out of the nasty gash across their stomach. I think we have a theme here.
Robert Smith, no!
Mike Jones, yes.
Did Susie Sue do this to you?
I like Buddy Brett's version. I'm Mike Jones. I'm bleeding from my chest. I'm Mike Jones.
I'm bleeding from my chest.
I'm Mike Jones. Look at my guts. My number's 972.
Okay. They lose their footing from a sudden shooting pain, toppling to the ground. Their senses are dull, but even they can tell the feeling of their own intestines twirled around their blood-soaked fingers. Yeah.
Okay, so like we're imagining, but we're in their head. Like,
yeah.
I know that's the least of what I should be focusing on. That's weird here, but like I don't get how what these are written from.
Imagine NSFW Whoa does not clarify gender, nor does it clarify the perspective of your story. So you can write it first-person perspective from Robert Smith's perspective. It's fine.
Who fucking cares?
Absolutely. Who gives a shit? As long as you don't capitalize words, you're cool.
Yeah. That's Tumblr.
Okay, so I find it weird that like the one sensation that he's feeling is not like his fucking stomach gashed open, but the intestines like twirled around his fingers. Like that's the sensation that holds. Anyway, a weak laugh escapes their lips as they sit themselves upright. The realization washing over them that trying to stave off death is useless at that point.
Well,
their bloody hand reaches down. What? Why? Okay, their bloody hand reaches down towards their pants.
They got lube on their hands. Fuck it.
Hey, no, we need to listen to this because this is important.
Rob Smith.
The only thing I can think about is that thing I discovered in the urinal a while ago.
Right. Their bloody hand reaches down towards their pants, deciding that since it's obvious no one's going to save them, they might as well rub one last one out.
Yeah, Rob Smith.
Even as the slippery flesh of their intestines rubs against their skin, makes the bile rise in their throat.
Rob Smith.
Again, priorities.
As their fingers stroke their groin for what seems obviously the last time, the thoughts reel back over times, both good and bad, silly and sincere. However,
it's a survival technique. If you push all the blood there, it can't spill out your hole, your gaping abdomen.
Boots has been in this situation way too many times.
It's how I'm still alive.
Yeah, well, thank
He's
God.
a survivor.
He thinks on his feet and on his dick.
Bonus points if you have a cock ring around for a tourniquet.
however, one face sticks in their mind. Yours.
Rob Smith?
I honestly don't know how to take
Aw, that's so sweet!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Think of me like
Rob
that.
Smith.
That joke gets funnier every time, Bunny Bread.
You're welcome.
All the memories the two of you have shared flood at them as they drive themselves closer to their climax. even as their consciousness begins to fade, their thoughts are solely of you. They let out a pained grunt as they climax. The strain on their body too much, and their entire body goes limp. Their eyes slowly drift shut, hoarsely murmuring your sweet name one last time as they succumb to their wounds.
This is the worst guided meditation tape I have ever listened to.
Really, because it's the best one I've heard.
Yeah. The most
See, into
upbeat,
the
certainly.
Yeah.
After Robert Smith is like, after a collab with Blink-182, it's like, well, fuck it. Seppuku and jerking off.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
That
Wow.
happened?
Why would Toast joke about that?
Look
My
it up.
God.
I will.
That's the most depressing thing I've heard so far today.
And you just read about a guy jerking off all his
Right,
touches are
yeah.
out, so
Man.
there you go.
What what a, like, because, you know, like, there's plenty of times we'll read something that's like, wow, you're fucking, like, fucked up or whatever, but, like, that is such a insane version of narcissism that, like, it's
Oh, I
it's
know.
impossible for a not horrible human being to write that. Like, I want you to jerk off and then die thinking of
Yeah,
me.
hey, Tumblr, I know you won't like to hear this, but you need to hear this, or at least the people on Tumblr that are like this. Some fantasies are bad. Some of them are not
Yeah,
good.
yeah, no.
Some of them this should not be
Hey,
encouraged.
your kink? I'm shaming it. I'm shaming your kink right now.
When your kink is a guy jerking off while his guts are literally falling out of his chest because he likes you so much, and him coming right as he dies. Yeah, I'm shaming you.
You fucking do that
Shame,
again,
shame right
I'll
at you.
call you the pronoun that you were born under. Ha
Whoa.
The worst. I think if you do that 3 times, then they just disappear
yeah.
above the smoke.
He.
Oh, no!
All right. Yeah, Boots, I think this is yours.
Good. Yay. Oh, this is the one titled Squirmy.
Squirmy.
Yeah. All right. Imagine your fave being squirmy and whiny in your lap,
Okay.
begging for you to suckle them.
On it.
No, their guts spill it. I'm sorry.
You've spoiled them with regular milkings. And now, if they don't get their breast drained by your warm mouth promptly on their milking schedule, they practically fall apart, whimpering and moaning as they knead their overfull chest.
I mean, spoiling is, could go in a... Okay, yeah.
They refuse to pump manually, and if you aren't available to service them, they let the milk build up until they're ready to burst, and every shirt they own is stained with the milk, leaking constantly from them.
Okay. So, like, is that what those nutrition supplements do? Like the weight gain powder?
This is why Dr. Oz went to court.
When I said it was magic, I was just using a euphemistic term.
They shove their weeping breasts in your face, whining pitifully until you have mercy on them to drain them fully.
Imagine this person like slapping the other person in the face with him. Just like woof, woof, woof.
I like that the breast is sad about this too.
Yeah.
I'm
Why do I have to be involved?
Boo, 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 boo.
Makes a noise
Brown
like
it
two
is.
balloons rubbed together.
Nutshell.
Yes.
I know you've been a little scared or trepidatious about the pieces that we've had here, so I'm going to give you options. Okay?
Oh, goody! I love it when you give me options.
Right. Yeah. So this will work out. Cool. So it'll
Yeah,
be
so you can avoid the bad ones.
right.
Yeah.
All you
you'll
gotta
be
do
fine here.
now. I gotta
Surely,
say,
if I examine them long enough, I'll pick the right one.
I'm gonna give you 2 choices, and I gotta say, as a warning, one of them's gonna be gross.
But not both?
And the other one might be?
No, I didn't say that second part.
Okay, there we go. That's it.
Here we go.
Where are my options?
Option number 1: long post about enemas.
Okay. Now wait.
Okay.
2 could be worse.
Option number 2: long post about stuffing.
I'll take stuffing. I've
Nope,
really had
nope.
enough of things but things, so I'm hoping that stuffing is maybe
Like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, nobody stuffs things in butts.
or teddy bears.
Yeah. I think maybe you're fine. Let's see how it goes.
It's a prequel to the animal one.
It's about going to a Build-A-Bear with your fave, right?
Yep. Yeah, just read
As,
that.
as though
On its
that
own.
couldn't get creepy.
All right. Imagine taking your fave to a buffet where you watch as they work their way through more than a few plates of food. As you leave, you sneak peeks at their bloated stomach. It's rounded and stuffed taut with everything they crammed in, and the middle of their t-shirt looks much tighter than before. You place a hand on their tummy experimentally, marveling at how warm and full it feels, and they blush when you tell them how cute they look like this.
How cute
middle? Like, that's a weird... Where's their stomach? It's coming out of their sternum?
Yeah.
All right.
Your fave sits down heavily on the couch when you get home and unbuttons the straining button around their waist. Never mind. They let out a breath they'd no doubt been holding and cradle their gut, stifling a burp.
And then they put their hand in their pants and the audience cheers and then they flush the toilet?
Yeah, pretty much.
My favorite is Al Bundy.
I don't have to keep on reading now, right?
The dog sits there in a voiceover.
Yep.
They do it all without really noticing you're there, but of course this all has you out of your mind! And you ask them if they wouldn't like to lie down so you can rub their stomach. As you kneel alongside them and gently pull up their shirt, they close their eyes and sigh softly at the first touch of your hand on their belly. It seems larger now than when it was inhibited by their pants. It's hard to the touch, aching and tight, but you know the softness that you love so much is still there as well.
Okay, sure.
You allow yourself to imagine for a moment how hot your fave will look after they've digested every plate they consume tonight. Though they won't gain a lot of weight from just one meal like this, it'll make their stomach, butt, and thighs just a little larger, more jiggly, and soft to the touch.
Wow, so this is like a
Big
delayed
old bag
gratification
of hot
fetish.
tapioca pudding. You notice your fave is breathing heavily as you massage their gut, and their cheeks are curiously flushed. You trace your hand down to the curve of their lower belly, marked with the fading indentations of their waistband, and ask them innocently what the matter is.
Hey, baby, what's wrong?
Shit, I lost my place.
You were at the gross part.
Oh, God damn it! Nutshell, did you pick the gross one?
Gross. Nutshell, it's fucked up.
I still think that the enema one would have been worse.
This is on you.
This is nothing quite new to either of you, but you relish it every time. The moment spent in inquiry before their expected but no less shameful confession. Your fave asks you, blushing and quiet, if you could move your massage a bit lower, perhaps, and if you wouldn't mind using both your hands, which you do in...
Honey, I know this is a weird request, us being together and all, but could you rub my genitals? I just, just crazy notion here.
Baby, can you touch my junk? Which you do enthusiastically.
Those are my marriage vows.
Of course. Electing your previously unused hand to rest on top of their stomach, you tenderly move your lower belly massage even further down. They jerk slightly at that first touch, pressing a hand to their mouth to stifle a few moans. You know it won't take long for them, as they're already aroused from your touches and eating so much in the first place. Just for fun, you do something... Oh, goody. I can't wait. When they say just for fun, I know it's going to be something wonderful.
Yeah, like, oh man, I like the fact that you're jerking my cock, but like, also, like that bagel sandwich I had. Ooh, yeah.
No, we're doing some dirty talk now.
Ooh, all right.
Just for fun, you do something that usually makes them finish quicker. Do you know how much you ate back there? You ask. Leaning in as close to their heated face as you can manage. Can you feel how totally stuffed you are? You look so full. Their moans grow louder, and you know this one quickly, but you can't help it. It's just so cute teasing them like this.
Hey, Nutshell, this is hot, but if you could be hotter by being that pirate voice again, go ahead.
No.
You ate so much, so shamelessly. Did it get you hot gorging yourself like that?
Arr, it did.
Arr! You start running your hand along the very top of their stomach as lightly as you can.
Wait, so is this in dialogue too then?
Wait, no. Just that one bit. Don't make it ubiquitous and useless.
Yeah.
Come on.
I got overtime.
Jesus, come on.
Lemon, everybody knows that dialogue is described in writing by putting it in italics.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's all right. That's how every book I've read does it.
You squeeze
Spoilers, I've never read a
gently.
book.
A last
Tumblr,
reminder of how
stealing my
truly
lines.
stuffed they are. And it's the final
sorry.
push they need to orgasm, panting and bringing their own hand down to touch their belly.
Wait, So,
Yeah.
so at that point, he
Fancy.
knocks my hand out of. Fuck it, I got this.
God, useless. Let me jerk it.
See, no, what I love about that though is that because they're so making such pains to make it non-gender specific that even stimulating the genitals can't say what genitals they are.
Yep.
Oh, you push down a hand and massage female or male genitals. You continue working until you do that thing you like to their non-specific genitals.
You reach down and. You know.
You do that thing.
Great, she stuffed me full of food and then she's going to take my virginity.
I like how Toast was ordering genitals through the fast food menu. The drive.
Would you like penis or vagina?
No, I just wanted a small vanilla soft serve.
One giant vagina coming up.
All right, coming down to the end here. John Toast, I think you get another choice.
Ooh.
All right. Would you like to read a long post about movies? Or would you like to read a long post about wildlife preservation?
Pick the one about shit.
I'll go with wildlife preservation then.
All right.
'Cause that's probably the closest to shit then. All right. Imagine your favorite character being a
Yep.
rookie wildlife preserver.
Wild.
There's a small species of animal that's now endangered due to the many years of migration/disappearance of other species, which this animal laid its eggs in.
Okay. So,
Laid it eggs in.
so the reanimated corpse of Steve Irwin. All right, I got it. Cool.
That's great. Your favorite character is wandering around this animal's habitat unknowingly during its mating season when it crawls out from hiding, slow and weak from carrying eggs, trying to find a suitable host to lay eggs in. Oh, with those fucking eggs. Don't have anywhere to put them. Jesus. Lugging them around all day.
It's your worst voice and consistently one of my favorites.
That's what I do.
I like it.
Can you tell I've only been to New York for 3 days?
Yes.
Your favorite character sits down and interacts with creature,
Right.
interact with creature, thinking it's injured and gives it some food and pets it when it comes closer. God, you're shit wildlife preservation. Oh, hey, this creature we don't know much about. Here, let me just give it food and whatever. Okay, so the creature starts moving around your favorite character's body, tickling them when suddenly a tentacle starts making its way down their pants.
Oh, now it's pervy.
yeah.
Of course it does. Caught off guard, your favorite character gasps and looks to see what's happening. The creature slowly motion his body over a leg, and your FC feels all the eggs. They had to do away in stained tentacles.
This story's making me feel all the eggs.
Making all of them. Let's see.
I could go for.
I don't know how you
Brooklyn.
people are always losing your place. You're on Tumblr, the most clearly laid out website in the world.
Okay, they realize what the creature's intent is and turn bright red and becomes aroused by the idea of being a host for the eggs to safely develop in. Okay. Trying to reason with themselves that it's a perverted idea and they should feel ashamed for it, the extant status of the creature pops into their mind.
Is it
A convenient loophole. Oh.
is it emotionally damaging to write the creature well? I get the gender thing, but a creature and the creature with the tentacles and the eggs, I guess.
That's the only important thing about it. Is the tentacles
I think
and the
these-
eggs.
I think these Sarah McLachlan commercials are going too far.
Wait, I don't know what they're
This
trying to
creature
sell
lays eggs
now.
in you.
In the feelers of an angel.
Hesitantly mothering to themselves and the creature that this is beneficial to the creature's survival and their duty, they begin removing their trousers and laying back on the
Keep
ground.
telling yourself that, creature molester.
Wait, the creature's removing their trousers?
Yes, everybody has trousers.
Petting the creature as it waits to see what's happening.
A waistcoat.
Your favorite character spreads their legs and invites the creature into their ass/vagina. Whatever they got. All the while being bright as a tomato.
But
The creature moves over to the
does that mean they're
hole
stupid?
to
Is that
the
dumb as a
entirety.
rock, bright as a tomato?
Yeah, bright as a
Considering
tomato,
their
exactly.
actions, yeah.
Now the creature moves over to the hole your FC is stretching open. So they're stretching open the whole of themselves, all of their being.
Wow, how
The
very
entirety of it,
chakra-ish.
and is stretching open and inspects it. Brushing up against your favorite character's sensitive areas, they gasp. Mm-hmm. The creature begins oozing slime from its whole body and quickly inserts a tentacle. They gasp as they can feel the creature entering inside them, slowly pushing their insides open. This is great. After about a minute, the creature is fully inside and makes it way deeper inside your favorite character. They groan pleasurably and begin jerking/rubbing themselves. The egg rubbing against your FC insides as the creature moves feels incredible.
What?
Do I have to keep this? Okay.
What?
I had to read the whole thing. You have to read the whole thing, too. All right, I'm going for it. Fine. All right. All right. They groan pleasantly begin rubbing. Okay. As the creature moves, the eggs rubbing along your favorite character's inside as the creature moves feels incredible. Eventually, the creature makes its way deep enough to where it feels the eggs will be safe and begins laying the eggs. This goes on for what feels like hours, and your favorite character is pushed closer and closer to the limit. They're belling.
Mm-hmm.
Dong. Their belling bulging a bit from both the creature's presence and now the eggs. The creature finally finishes laying all of the eggs, and after covering them with a protective and nutritive coat of ooze, makes its way out.
And then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come out?
Yeah, sure.
That's the secret.
They ain't got no
Your
feelers.
favorite character comes hardly.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Did he come? Hardly.
Coming hard or hardly coming, huh? Monday, am I right? As the creature exits with a plop sound. Oh.
Right.
Panting and feeling their gut, they feel immensely satisfied both for sexual reasons and conservation. Okay, the reason I was hesitating, because I was hesitating before because I thought this was just going to be straight porn with no funny, but it paid off. So,
yeah, dragged in the middle, but ended terrific.
You know, if you can come for sexual reasons, fine, but if you can come for conservation reasons, whoa, that's the real pleasure.
It's nice because we get to picture all this narrated by David Attenborough.
The man comes for conservation reasons and sexual reasons.
And here's the creature.
Painting, the creature passes over them one more, sure, eating your favorite character's cum before it runs back into hiding.
Like donuts under a bridge.
Painting, your favorite character puts their pants back on and finds a soft place to take a nap. Their last thought before entering sleep is that they'll be having to document the pregnancy and look into conservation efforts for the species. Perhaps bring these findings up to their coworkers. That's going to be an awkward meeting with National Geographic, I will tell you what. So, I was just going to videotape these guys. Guess what happened? It was spur of the moment.
The evolutionary imperative is very confusing now. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Yeah, what's bunny bread? Bunny bread. I can only take one more piece from anyone in this podcast. I'm only able to hear one more piece. And I got to say, I need to be impressed. So maybe, I'm going to give you one sentence to impress me.
Well, imagine you and your fave are as you are now. In separate universes, you completely believe in your fave is only fictional.
But then imagine one night you wake up in the middle of the night and you're not in your room at all. You're somewhere fantastical. An abandoned 5-star hotel from the 1800s or an extraterrestrial jungle with white plants shimmering with a mother-of-pearl sheen under triple moons. Imagine the most incredible and beautiful world you can. And you're not alone. As you wake and pick yourself up from the ground, you see another body stirring. It's your fave, dressed in her own sleep clothes and looking must and beautiful. You hurry over and help her to their feet, whatever the hell.
This is the best dream ever.
You murmur aloud, drinking in the sight of your fave. Here and tangible, as gorgeous as the setting sun around them.
A dream, huh?
They say, looking around. Must be! You tell them.
What?
They agree, but neither of you discuss whose dream it must be. You decide to explore together.
Here?
Picking apart this beautiful world you find yourselves in. Imagine this exhilaration of discovering your own private world, of the nooks and crannies you uncover on all the little surprises, hidden caves, fantastical creatures, treasure troves of gems and old books. It's just the two of you in your own little dream, so your lips find each other in one of those little hideaways. You moan into each other's mouths, enjoying the touches against your skin, the thrill of physicality.
Nice.
This was written by Richard Garriott, wasn't it?
Yeah. Imagine stealing kisses in every shadow you find yourselves in, giggling and delighting in the magic of this dream. Imagine as the kisses turn heavier, as your fave sucks at your neck and leaves little bites all along your collar. Imagine grinding into each other and fumbling at chests and asses, all of them. You got like 40 of them. Imagine clothes coming off and...
Tits and ass. Oh, God, I'm so confused.
Imagine clothes coming off and rolling together in the moonlight. Imagine shuddering breaths and panting and beautiful laughter. Imagine coming together. And imagine falling asleep curled up around each other, still completely nude and perfectly at peace in your own little world.
Hey,
Imagine
wait, that was
waking up in
normal
your
human sexual interaction. What the fuck, Tumblr?
Strike that last part. Imagine waking up in your own bed and thinking that was the best dream you've had in ages. But then, imagine getting up and going to take a shower. And,
Yeah, this must be fantasy.
and when you pull your shirt off, you look down and see the unmistakable marks of your fave left all over your body. It wasn't a dream at all.
Hey!
Imagine the next time you wake up in your own private world, side by side with your fave. ...
Imagine that you dreamt that you ate a giant marshmallow, and when you woke up, your pillow was gone!
Imagine that every time you masturbated to Benedict Cumberbatch, you were actually fucking him. Says 30% of the internet.
Man, after he stopped doing commercials, the Micro Machines guy went really nuts.
I was just standing on a street corner. Thank you for listening.
He's got to take the work where he can find it.
It's true.
You had to Google that name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't. I didn't actually. I knew his name. I had to Google if he was alive.
So, F+, what did we learn from any of this?
Jack shit.
I learned. No, sorry. Go
Jack
right ahead.
Chick?
Yeah, you learned Jack
I learned
Chick.
all about Jack Chick. He's my fave.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I learned that some people on the internet need other people to make up masturbation fantasies for them, apparently.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. I would jerk off, but man, I'm kind of lacking in inspiration.
Yeah. Imagine if you had this thing. Imagine if you imagined this thing that you have a fetish for. Then, why do you need someone else to do?
Okay, internet, I want to masturbate. You start.
Yeah. I kind of get. I mean, it's usually dumb, but I kind of get fan fiction. It's like not everybody can write a story, and as we've seen, not everybody can write in English at all. So they want someone else to write, Benedict Cumberbatch, fucking dog Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't
Sure,
know,
lots of people wrote that.
So
Yep.
they want.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. But this is just a step removed. It's like, imagine jerking off to the thing you like. It's like, why do I need you? Why does anybody need this? I don't get it.
People got to tumble.
Tumbler's got a tumble.
I feel like there's two things that struck me about this particular episode. The first is that the confines of this blog necessarily force every writer into sucking, because I
don't think they need the help.
well, but even if they didn't, they would, because it's not heterocentric, because it's not homocentric, because it's gender neutral. Like, everyone has to be like there and they, and it's impossible to write a story when your pronouns are wrong. So there's no shot. Like, no one's got any shot at all of writing something that makes any sense. And then the other thing is,
It's true.
like, okay, so yeah, so people like Positronic will go through and put together a document, and they'll find weirder stuff. Necessarily, we understand, but I'm going through these, and every one of these is, while not maybe as interesting as this, still on par, and it's so baffling to me that there's just hit after hit after hit after hit after hit of like, hey, that thing you like? Imagine it suffering.
Yeah. I guess some people are into
Like,
that.
yeah, hey, you like that TV show?
Watch it burn.
On that note, I learned something.
What's that?
I learned that there was an important one that we didn't read during the main part of the episode, that I'm going to read now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, bonus.
Yeah, imagine painting swirly patterns on your fave's face and chest with the bodily fluid of your choice. Sexual fluids, waste, blood. Theirs are yours, as you prefer.
So, Annie Sprinkle?
Yeah, any sprinkle.
Mrs. Dash? Wet Mrs. Dash, I guess? Oh, yeah, that MSG all over your face, baby.
The website is always thefpl.us, and if you want to watch people suffer, you should do it over at Ball Pits.
Yeah.
That's balp.it. A couple other things I want to mention. We got T-shirts. By the time you listen to this, we still should have T-shirts. So you can do that. Also the stickers. The other day, Dole sent me a graph of the wrongest words use over time, because his system will track like every time a game has started and every time a game has ended, and that graph is depressing. So hosting's free. When the thing comes up for domain again, whatever. But if you're looking for the latest people who have been fired in San Francisco, firings.xyz. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. We actually probably should have read the. It should have been at the beginning of the document.
Okay.
The words for and from the mod.
Okay.
Where it says, I literally made this blog because I was tired of the lack of scat/water sports / generally weird style stuff that wasn't just taken as a joke. By all means, poop stuff is absolutely welcome.